She's not coming up on mine, Jamie.
So
Right.
Is she not coming up on it?
929940.
No, she's not coming up on.
Does that mean there's no record of her on the system, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It means basically she hasn't got a medical history, so.
Are any of you able to go downstairs to determine whether she's injured at all?
Yeah, I'll go down. Woman to woman. I swear she calls me pink hair girl again.
Because there is some
So I
kind
had
of
pink hair first.
there is some kind of
And I look
DNA
better.
underneath the fingernails of this individual that is dead.
There's what?
There looks like there's some kind of DNA underneath his fingernails, as if there was like a struggle. And I know it's going to be a grim time, but does anyone have any food?
I do. What's your number? What's your special number?
Oh, my very last movie.
221.
There we go.
Ah, thank you. No, I'm just trying not to. I'm going to drink this away.
Yeah, I'd take gloves off and put a fresh pair on afterwards.
Yep.
Never mind.
There we go. Right.
Skylar, move up to the next frequency.
Right. Are you on frequency 11?
We are, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
am.
Romeo Mike 1 is currently on frequency. Did you receive my radio transmission?
Not, yeah, I got that. She's not on radio either. Hop on to radio 11 for us. The radio is off. Should be coming on radio now.
Right. I do see the stab mark that is currently on
Charlie Tango 9.
individual's right hand side of his chest here. Can you check if she's injured? Because I do have some kind of tissue under this body's fingernails.
Skylar, you know when you said when we was on the phone, didn't you just say that she was being uncooperative?
Yeah, as soon as I told her that the body was real, she turned around and she was like, I'm refusing to talk until I have a lawyer. She's laughing.
Oh no.
Looks like we have a murderer.
I think she's a bit tapped in the head.
You think?
And at least she ain't as crazy as me.
Sorry, that was...
Maybe poorly. Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to check the head.
See what I can see as well for you.
Right.
Oh, God. Somebody pray to Jesus for me.
Right.
I'm seeing a bit of blunt force. It was knocked to her head there.
Yeah, if you look at the left
As if she's just been walloped one.
If you look though on the left hand side of the chest here, you've got a bit of a flat spot. It could be where she's hit him with the knuckle dusters or something like that. There's a bit of
Like an indentation of like a bat or something.
Yeah. I can't tell without doing further analysis. But that won't be able to happen here. That would have to be happening at the hospital.
It wouldn't be at the hospital, it'd be down at the morgue. We'd
Yeah.
have to require someone to go down there and have a look at the morgue for us. We're not trained in this sort of stuff. It's mainly people who work in the morgues that deal with this.
Yeah. As you can imagine, I see my fair share of this.
Let me give a shout. I'll see if anyone knows anything.
Right, okay.
Charlie Tango 9. Does anyone specialise in anything to do with like morgues and whatnot?
Yeah, Proby, you don't have to be here if you find it uncomfortable.
We've got called by the police. There was a woman that had like parts of a dead body on her, saying it was a fake body, but it turns out it's a real body.
Do you want me to hop on frequency to validate your
So
story?
just currently with the police trying to do checks on it now.
Do you want me to hop on frequency to validate your story, or?
Yeah, stay 15 on that.
What are they saying? Is ED okay?
Stay 15. I'll get a blood sample now. Right. Time to
Edie,
take a
you
blood
okay?
sample.
Shitty art
smell
pillbox,
is
mum with red
fucking
hair, he's in a
horrible.
shitty mo.
Right. I don't think there's any more that we're going to be able to do here.
Oh fuck! I need.
But I do believe that I would say by
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I'd say by the I'd say by the blunt force trauma on the chest and what you've already seen on the head, I would
Yeah.
I would say that
Go
would
for a
be
minute. I'll
cause
have
of
to
death.
James.
Repeat last.
I'm just taking a blood sample from the body.
Right.
I've just I've just explained to her that there's bruising from baseball bat and knuckle dusters, and she's like, "It wasn't me. It wasn't me." And she keeps saying that
Should've
apparently
done a
this
man, got a
human
gas
body
mask,
was
mate.
given to her as a gift, and it was somebody else that killed the body. Apparently he has red hair and a skull mask. Now she's saying, no, that's not true.
So from what I'm seeing, there's an indentation in the head from where the person's been hit with a bat or a pair of knuckle dusters.
Okay.
And there's also in the left-hand side chest there's an indentation as well.
How does one even require a body?
Sorry?
How does
If
one
they kill
even
someone.
acquire a body?
If someone's killed someone,
Yeah.
and they tend to stuff bodies in weird places.
Oh.
Yeah.
on a
Like
minute.
when it was Halloween time, I
Hang on.
come across many like fingers, hands, feet, legs, arms, you name it.
Yeah, we found a finger on a what do you call it? A 24/7 shot.
Hang on a minute. On his back, I'm gonna roll him over a minute. I've just felt with my fingertips here. I've found some what feels like stitching.
Ooh.
Yeah, can you see that on his back?
Yep.
It's what's that?
Is it writing?
What's that stuff coming out of it? It kind of looks like it's been taxidermied. Right. So. I'm gonna lay it down over here. Give us a bit of maximum room. Right. Can you see the indentation on the top left-hand side of the head?
I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's not a big one, but I see one, yeah.
Yeah, do you reckon that could have been caused by a bat or knuckle dusters?
I mean, it's a stay is a small one, so it could also be a crowbar. Depends on the, I guess, the width of it and compared to the length of it, I suppose you can call it. Because that is obviously a severely large shell compared to a set of knuckle dusters or a
Right.
what do you call it? Rubber.
Also, on the same side of the body, if you look at the upper part of the chest, it's quite severely caved in here.
Yeah, just see that.
Yeah. In my professional opinion, I believe that could have been done by a bat. Or something along that lines, because the swelling in that would also constitute that there could be potential broken ribs, which I don't think would have been the cause of death, but the cause of death was probably the injury on top of the head.
Yeah, that seems about right. Seems to have a quick skull up though.
Right. I'm going to flip over the body where can you see the stitches running from the top of his neck down to the base of his spine?
Yeah.
Would you say that the stuff coming out of the stitching is foreign to the body?
I mean, it does look human.
To me, when you rub your hand over it, it feels spongy, like as if it was a foam or.
Yeah, I obviously don't want to touch it too much. I don't have sanitized gloves on, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look human. It doesn't look like it belongs in anywhere in the person. And in this way, at least, it looks more like a type of cotton or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, have a look at that.
Right.
It feels foamy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels a bit weird compared to it being from a human, I guess. But I mean,
It's not what you would normally find, say, for instance, in your gunshot wound victims.
nope.
Right.
They're a bit more squishy, obviously, compared to this.
Yeah, there's no. This is the thing that's really concerning me. There's no blood. There's no visible blood on the body. It's been cleaned up.
Yeah, and I mean, it could also have been. Yeah, I mean, it's cleaned up, so someone must have cleaned it after the whatever the fuck they've done to it.
Yeah, which then goes to my original theory of the taxidermy. You know, like hunters when they shoot deer, they'll then clean up the body and then sometimes stuff it to make like
So
statues,
it's trophy. Yeah, trophy. What do you call it?
which I think's what's happened to this poor gentleman.
Yeah, but do you think the female downstairs would have done it? Or do you think
She-
she just like bought it or some shit?
She was arrested with a bat and knuckle dusters on her. And she's changed her story so many times during custody.
Do we have all of this on body cam? Oh, CCTV,
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah, I've got my body camera rolling at all times.
It could
In
help the case.
your professional opinion, how old do you reckon this individual is? Because I'd say mid-30s, mid to early
I
30s.
mean, yeah, he looks like to be in the mid of his life, I suppose you can call it. Good old, yeah, 30, 40s, late 30s, maybe 40s, early 40s, I was not from it.
Right. There's nothing that you can see that I've missed, is there?
If you give me 2 seconds. I mean, his legs, what do you call it, looks a bit bruised, but I don't think that could have been anything.
Sorry, did you say his neck?
his legs feel a bit bruised. Or look a
Right.
bit bruised. But that could have been anything. Doesn't mean have a relation to a whatever this that happened here to be fair. So,
Right. Right, I'm just making notes.
Wolfie, you still on Freakador?
Yeah, would you guys be able to come back to Mission Row for us?
State 15 will head back down now. We'll be on our way.
Come to the CID lab again. Right. I'm going to get the NHS here. Just so that obviously they can double confirm everything that we're seeing here. And hopefully get a time of death. If possible.
yep. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Right. So the injuries I've noted down is the upper left hand side of the head is indented. It's only a small indent, but it's still an indent. Upper left hand chest, large indent with major bruising and swelling. Legs are all bruised, and on his back it's got from the top of his neck to the bottom of his spine of the taxidermy. Right. Sorry, what's your name?
I'm Nicholas Svensson, mate.
Hi Nicholas, I'm Wolf.
I'm aware.
Detective Constable Wolf. I think I have met you at some point.
Yeah, I'm aware. I was CCI or something, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else that I need, not until the NHS arrive,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then I will then sort this out.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna go throw this tie away because I was just wearing a tie whilst doing this, so I'm gonna go throw it in the bin.
That's not a bad job.
Right. Are you guys
No.
close?
Yeah, we're back at the station.
Jamie, I told you to say no!
Just 'cause you love me.
You love me more like.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Wolfie, you are obsessed.
Wait, whereabouts are you?
In the laboratory upstairs, I've got the body back out for
Yeah, no
examination.
worries.
Oh. I mean, he's stuffed, so it's not too bad.
No, I've just discovered a few more injuries onto it.
Spell it wrong way.
Well, I was going to say something, but I had to stop myself.
Hello, there is a second one there.
A second body?
No, a second NHS.
Oh!
Right,
Oh no,
yeah.
Jamie.
What's he done?
It's already here.
So, what's going on?
Okay.
I've discovered a few more injuries with the advanced medically trained officer that
Ooh.
I would like you guys to give your professional opinion on.
Mm-hmm.
The legs are all
Have you
bruised. I don't know. I've decided to come to investigate the body because it's going to bench trial,
Oh.
and I wanted to make sure, as a semen examiner, that I was quite accurate with what I was portraying.
Yeah, if needed, we can head there as well.
Yeah. I was asking if you guys could give a rough time of death if needed.
We can take a look.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
Right.
Wow, some cops. Jesus
Hang on a minute.
Christ.
Hang on a
Talking
minute.
to the baldy, right?
No, I'm talking to you. Damn.
There's too many police officers in one room for my liking.
Oh.
Right on this one. Is this one? Is this one
You'll be
available?
fine, Jamie.
Um,
I'm trying.
Rosa?
Is she
I'm trying
available?
with
Hello.
police.
Can I take her in a car?
Rosa.
box?
Sorry, what?
In the box.
Hey,
Can you
Matty.
just let everyone know that the
Oh,
CID
look at the
laboratory
beauty.
is currently unavailable at this time?
Right, I'm having a look at this
We're
body.
examining a dead body.
Wait, what?
Right.
Okay.
Can't you do that? Don't you have a radio?
I'm currently on the radio with
No questions. I don't.
NHS and
I'll,
the people that are going to bench trial.
I'll make a
We'll make it this
thing
time.
for you. Yeah.
Thank you. Why is Skylar simping over Rosabelle?
I ain't got a clue.
If you've noticed, both the legs are swollen and bruised.
Yeah. Possibly been trapped, beaten. Could have been that they've ran the body over.
Could have been shot in the boot.
Yeah, could have been shot in the boot, either knocked off her feet by a vehicle, which could cause bruising, but then also you'd see a lot of breakage. and I'm not feeling any
Hold
breakage.
up. Hold the
Right.
oh my god, I'm stuck. Ah, tackle me, somebody.
Z muscle.
It's not working.
What the fuck?
Well, shit.
Right, so he's saying there's a lot of bruising, which I can see.
Okay, well, for a starter, male or female?
Male.
Because I ain't checking that.
We've estimated him to be in the range of 30 to 40 years old.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
I can't spell.
Um,
You
Is-
doing this report as well, yeah?
I'm making.
Yeah, so like you just said,
Hang on a minute.
there is bruising.
Right.
But she claimed to me that she had scratches on her boobs.
Yeah, which would then
Okay.
match the DNA under the fingernails of this gentleman.
Caleb?
Is it possible to match the DNA to her or not? Because
Yep.
You see the dispatch.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
just
No worries.
assigned us to it.
Thank you.
Right. So.
I've assigned us to that
But I
dispatch.
haven't actually physically medical examined her to see if she's telling the truth or not.
Right, she's currently in interview at the moment. So before she goes to bench trial, would you be able to do that?
Yeah, she's claiming that she has, but
Right, obviously.
I think she was saying it in the sense of for me to just touch her anyway because she fancies me. I don't know why.
Yeah. There was also the upper left-hand side of the head had a little indentation, which.
So's the torso as well.
Yeah.
Well, if you look carefully at the head where the bat was hit, you can see the swelling on the brain. So he had brain bleed.
Would that have been the cause of death?
Yeah, taking a
Possibly.
fucking beating like that to the side of the head.
But also taking the beating towards the ribs and the lungs could also.
Right, but.
Because if not enough circulation gets to the heart, then
I would have thought, considering that, obviously, that sort of thing has.
oh, hang on.
That sort of thing is done with.
I
A
think
battle
I
song.
know.
Okay.
Okay. So
Trying to figure out a time that roughly that they sadly passed on.
wow, Jamie, if you notice, the body's actually been deceased for 3 days. If you look at the colour of the skin,
Very pale. Yeah, I can see.
And how squidgy it is.
Mhm.
And there is still fluid coming out, so.
Right, if you turn the body over, this is the one thing that got both me and the advanced medically trained officer, is that there is no blood.
It's all internal, that's why.
But even with the stitching on the back, there is no blood there.
Because she cleaned it. You can see it. She cleaned it with antibacterial.
Yeah, which is what we were getting at. So that would make this, that could potentially make this a premeditation for murder or psychopathy.
Could be psychopathy, but she still beat a man and then.
Yeah. But we've got to link this.
Cause of death
Yeah.
is, I'm gonna say, around 1400. So 2 p.m.
Yeah.
That's as accurate as I can get it.
Right. What would be the overall cause of death, would you say?
Catastrophic blood loss due to internal bleedings.
Right.
So basically, his head injury caused internal bleeding. Because if you look at his head, you can see the swelling, and also where he got hit in the ribs. There's not really a lot of pressure around the lung, so
Yeah.
he would have just bled out internally.
Do you have anyone that can do an autopsy?
I don't think any of us are trained.
Or who?
The only thing we can really do is give our medical opinion on what's gone on.
I don't think we need to do an autopsy. You can see he's stuffed and you can see he's been badly beaten.
Yeah, true. But I'd like to see the sort of state that his brain was in, whether his brain was... Because then obviously it would give us more of a...
Do you not have an X-ray machine in here?
Unfortunately not. It's the only thing we don't have here. Right, stay in here. I'm going to secure the area because we've just had a break-in.
Uh-oh.
Right, what I'm going to do... Going to quickly change...
Can't you just do my assessment?
I'd be a little bit biased because of how well we get on.
Yeah, but
What
you can
assessment
be
you got
strict
to
with
do?
Me also.
Also,
but
aren't you a
some people see
firefighter
it
now?
as bias, this and the other.
Aren't you a,
Who?
aren't you a
I don't want
firefighter
her
now?
to freaking deal with me.
Yes, you become a water fairy. Right, I need to
Also,
quickly take a drink.
Waiting for an assessment to become specialist?
Right. So
I'm
what,
right, not Jamie.
what I've got...
I think so, yes.
What I've got noted down, and I'll read you this from my notepad, is upper left hand side head indent with the upper left hand side of the chest large indent which looks like a couple of fractured ribs,